Together in Wednesday night's speech, the president called on Middle East countries to join with the United States. Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, and Saudi Arabia are just some of the partners who have signed on, but Israel is not in that group. And joining me now from Jerusalem to talk about this is Mark Regev. He is the spokesman for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Mark, the Prime Minister would only say that Israel is playing a part. Is Israel part of this coalition to defeat ISIS?
Well, there's no doubt whatsoever as to which side Israel is on. My Prime Minister said publicly yesterday that we fully support President Obama's call for international action against ISIS. ISIS is a threat to all civilized countries, to all responsible actors on the international stage, and we have to defeat ISIS.
What's the hesitation then to be labeled as part of the coalition?
I think there could be some diplomatic considerations about having Israel up front, because we want, of course, to have Sunni Arab allies in this. And that's clear, but there's no doubt whatsoever Israel is 100% in this effort. Some of the help we'll be giving will be known publicly. Some of it will be remaining secret. We won't talk about everything that we're doing, but there should be no doubt that Israel is an active partner in the fight against ISIS and against the other Islamic extremist organizations. I mean, ultimately, these groups want to return humanity to some sort of pre-medieval, primitive sort of society where women are considered property, where minority groups are oppressed or killed, where there's no such thing as human rights. These are violent terrorists, and they have to be defeated.
What type of military role is Israel considering or prepared to take in combating ISIS in Syria?
I think it's best that I don't answer that question publicly. Israel has a very close military-to-military relationship with the United States, intelligence-to-intelligence relationship. We are strategic partners, and I can tell you that our Israeli national security establishment has been speaking to their American counterparts, and we are cooperating fully in this effort. You'll forgive me if I don't go into greater detail than that, other to say that it must be remembered that ISIS is just one branch of a very poisonous tree. And you have other radical movements out there, whether it's the Nusra Front in Syria, whether it's Hezbollah, backed by Iran, Hezbollah in Lebanon, whether it's Al-Qaeda, whether it's Al-Shabaab, or even Boko Haram. They are all branches of the same poisonous tree, and it's crucial that we defeat this radical, extreme, nihilistic Islamist terrorist movement.
Is it on the table, though, Israeli military action to combat ISIS? If you can't say that it definitely is it on the table?
I'm not going to answer exactly, for obvious reasons, that question. I apologize, Brianna.
The Prime Minister has come under some criticism from opposition leaders, I should say. They say that a lack of public partnership with the U.S. is a diplomatic failure. What's your response to that?
No, we've been through this sort of thing in the past. When America is focusing on trying to get Arab states, Sunni Arab states, to step up to the plate and to play their part in a concerted effort, sometimes Israel's presence in these things has to be a little more behind the scenes.
Is there a trigger, though? Is there a trigger, though, that would... I know you said that everyone knows what side Israel is on here. Is there a trigger, though, that would force Israel to take a bigger role, or to maybe come out from behind the scenes in the fight against ISIS?
I don't want to go into different contingencies. It's obvious that you've got ISIS in Iraq and in Syria. You've got ISIS maybe threatening to other countries, Lebanon and Jordan. And I think it's fair to say that Israel will act as needs be. First of all, in coordination with the United States, and of course, if we are directly attacked, to protect ourselves. But ISIS is not only a threat to the region, it's a threat to the world. It's a threat to the United States, it's a threat to Israel, it's a threat to all democratic countries, and it's crucial that we nip this in the bud. The good news is, our assessment is that this can be done, that this task is doable, and that if we act concertedly with allies, we can, as I say, nip this in the bud.
Mark Regev, thank you so much. Spokesman for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you
right now, 10